afternoon. My name is Laura Herrera, and I'm going to be talking about gun control. America is number one for deaths by handguns in the entire world each year. There is no reason for citizens to have access to handguns. The use of them only increases the number of deaths, provides opportunities for crimes, and they are not a necessity. Handguns serve no good purpose. They are not used to hunt so that citizens have food to eat. The only thing handguns were made for was to harm other human beings, and America has enough problems to deal with. By banning handguns would solve many of those problems. When a person has a handgun, it gives them the thought that they can do whatever they want because they have the fate of other people's lives in their hands. No one should ever be able to determine if another person lives unless they have the authority figure or a doctor. A citizen with a gun is a person who has the ability to take the life of another, while the other person is usually one without any kind of self-defense other than their hands. Firearms are now the second biggest cause of injury-related deaths in the country, killing 26,000 people in 2000, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. People may say that they have the right to protect themselves and have guns in order to make their house hold safer, but according to Anadosium, the colleges found that people who keep guns in their home have a 72% greater chance of being killed by firearms compared to those who do not, and are 3.44 times as likely to commit suicide. So by having a handgun in the house increases the likelihood of being wounded by a gun, and therefore does not keep people safer. If handguns are banned and no one had a gun, besides those issued to government workers, then the death rate would significantly decrease. The level of crime in America is sickeningly high, and with the floundering economy, crime is only going to increase. But would crime so high if criminals didn't have access to handguns? Around 500,000 guns are stolen from people's homes every year, many of which go on to be used in a crime. There are double the crimes being committed, half to steal the guns and the other half committed after taking the guns are taken. Everyone who buys a gun is required to pass a test in order to get a gun license. This ensures that those who have guns are qualified to use them, but these tests are pointless when a person can just break into a house and steal a gun. And what makes a person qualified to own a gun? Those who shoot others are not easily spotted. By banning guns, the number of deaths in America and the crime rate would drop drastically. All the little changes. People argue that they deserve the right to protect themselves, and that's why guns should not be banned. But if no one had a gun, there is no one to protect yourself against, at least not that extreme. People will start fighting with their hands and not with gunpowder. Even if people resort to knives, it gives one being attacked a chance to get away. Handguns have no use other than to harm someone else. They are used for hunting, which is a sport, and is also a way for people to acquire food to eat. There are 20 million privately owned guns in the U.S., including 65 million handguns. That means that almost one-third of every gun being bought in a handgun, which is no real use. And everyone should be entitled to their rights. But your rights stop where another person's rights begin, and everyone should have the right to live. Gun control is a big issue in America. Unfortunately, most of the citizens fighting the issue are arguing that guns laws are too strict. This is simply not true. Guns cause a lot of mayhem. They have a huge factor in for the death rate in America. They aid people in the crimes, and they are undoubtedly unnecessarily. America should be a safer place without the use of handguns, and that's why America